I actually had an interesting question the other day about, what do you think would have happened had the North Stars not been relocated? It's something I've never really thought about. I was very young when the North Stars were a thing, right? Like I said before, college hockey was kind of my entrance before the Wild came. I am curious to think of what would have been if the North Stars were still, if they never left. Would they have stayed here for the entirety, right? Or would they have been relocated just at a different time? Would they have won the Stanley Cup here instead of Dallas? Would we have a Mike Modano statue outside?
I was just about to say the Mike Modano statue would be here.
Yeah.
And not in Dallas.
Right.
Which is just weird to me in general that Dallas, I guess, did that because I claim him as ours. Like, he works for our organization. Like, I don't know. I just think it's weird.
He was only here, what was it? I think 2 seasons maybe by the time he was playing, right? So he's spent the majority down in Dallas. I would have rather.
I get it. He's working in our organization. I don't know. To me, it's weird. It's weird.
Yeah. Well,
I get it. But I just and granted, I was not alive during the North Stars. So I don't fully get it. I just, from everything I've heard, and even going in the hockey lodge and seeing Mike Modano North Stars, it feels like he's ours. We've claimed him.
Well, see, and I think the difference is because when they relocated, a lot of other teams upon relocation have changed their name. They didn't. It's the Stars. So it's it's very easy to continue that connection and continue that when it's he's played for the Stars his whole life. Well, yes, part of it was the North, part of it was the non-North. I think that's different. You see the Nordiques with a dramatic name change, the Thrashers with the big name change. They've all kind of done an overhaul where Dallas really went lazy with it. It was you know what? We like what you guys did here with this. We're just going to call it the Dallas Stars.
Yeah, I'm sure that they did love that. I will say, going to the Frozen Four, there was a car ahead of me heading into the parking garage with a big Norm Green Still Stucks sticker on that rear view window. And honestly, I just respect the hell out of it.
I mean, we've talked about it before, and it's funny because I understand both sides of the argument of the one side where it's you know what, but we're the Minnesota Wild. We need to lean into that brand. This is the team now. This is everything, yada, yada. And then there are people that are, it's part of it's, yes, move on from the past, right? The North Stars are a part of our history, but it's not everything. I don't know. It's just very messy. I think there's still so much bitterness about it, right? Because it just kind of was very abrupt. It was following a nice, deep Stanley Cup final run. And I think that's the other problem. You haven't seen success for the hockey team since the North Stars, right? I mean, not to that level of success anyway. So I think maybe it's almost like the 1980 Olympic team. You need somebody else to take that claim, win gold, so we can kind of also give it a break, give it a rest.
Yeah, I hear you.
I like the North Stars colors better. I've said that before about the reverse retros. I like it with the black. You need the black in there. With the black and the yellow and the green and the white, it's nice.
Respectfully, and I know this is going to ruffle feathers, I'm bored of the play on it. The last 3 years, the Wild have really honed into it. And I get it because it is Minnesota history. It's it's not part of the Wild organization history, obviously, but it's a huge part of Minnesota history and a huge part of the Minnesota Wild's fan base history. So I get it, but I think at this point, 24 years into the Wild franchise, there's a lot of other things you could do based on the Wild's history. I would like to see more of a play on that. That is my gripe.
That's fair. I could understand that. I think it's tough too because the Nordiques or the Whalers or those guys, those logos are still so iconic. And again, because Dallas took the North Stars, it's you can't. It just has a different vibe.
Dallas should have been forced to rebrand.
Yeah. Stand by it. There's still time. You guys change it. I mean, they tried with those neon green, glow in the dark, whatever we're doing there. Dallas has tried in
so bad. Can Dallas go back to that?
Yeah. Just one more thing that we can